Okay, so if you have the samples with you, I want you to, if you have the wild orange, I think I'm giving you everyone like the wild orange because I love you. I love it, and I know you will as well. So I was just going to give you an opportunity to have a aromatherapy experience here. Obviously, it's not personalized, so I'm just trying to make it as we were together in the same room. So open your wild orange. This is called the happy oil, and it's also the oil of abundance. You're going to put a drop in your palm of your hand, rub it together, and you're going to have 3 deep breaths. You can close your eyes and just breathe deeply, slowly. Okay, how was that? I love every time I had the opportunity to do it. How relaxed, the sense of well-being that gives me, the kind of inner peace, just a break out of the busy day. So it's so simple, and that's a aromatherapy experience. So what are essential oils and how they are actually able to be so effective and do so much magic in our for our bodies and our mental and emotional states. So they are natural aromatic compounds that are extracted from plants. It could be the actual peel of a fruit or the bark, the roots of the plant itself, and it's called aromatic because it's the aroma and the fragrance, the same as you smell a rose or a flower or a lemon, and is the essence. So that's the term essential oils coming from there. They are actually the immune system, or kind of the protection that the plant has against the environment. They don't have a house, they are not protected, they are open in the wild environment, and they need to be protected for pests, for virus, fungi, from other animals as well, and also from the direct sun of the light, the weather changes and all those things. And also they need some help with those aromas to do the pollination process and keep growing other plants. So they are very strong and very potent. To give you an idea how strong they are, there's the peppermint. Don't know if I find it now quickly. So peppermint is like menthol, and 1 drop has the menthol equivalent of 27 to 30 cups of peppermint tea. That's to give you an idea how strong the oil is. They are extracted by cold press distillation processes. There's a lot of rigorous testings and systems in place to actually extract and get the oil in a bottle. We will cover that later, and I can give you also more links if you are interested into knowing how the product gets into a bottle. The most important thing is to keep in mind that they are very potent. So there's obviously safety issues around how using the oils for you and for your, obviously, for your family. Another example is the lemon that is coming from Italy. So in a large bottle is about 45. Some people say 45, some people say 70, but still, even if it's 45 lemons, is the peel of a lemon. So it smells beautiful, and it's, yes, very concentrated. So let's move to the next step. So we're talking about the first part, and this is pretty much what the essential oils are, and here why we use them. So they have been they have been used through the whole man history, like human history, and for thousands of years. Before, it was more for healing spiritual practices. There's a lot of oil mentions in the Bible. Also for cooking, in the food industry is a big user of essential oils for flavoring. Also the skincare and beauty products use a lot of essential oils to mix, sometimes with a lot of chemicals that we want to avoid. They have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, soothing properties. So it's a great way to replace a lot of products that we use, and to obviously enhance and give us a lot of the benefits that these substances offer to us. They have been increasing in popularity over the last decade, I would say, and now like there's growing research, there's a lot of health professionals, paramedics, hospitals preaching to oils, and there's science that is building up in that area, showing and trying to understand how the oil works, what is the benefits, and how, yes, safety, and how they actually work. So how do they work? When we just did that about the smelling the oil, when we inhale, we have some nerve endings in our nose, and that's connected with the limbic system that is in control of our emotions, so the hypothalamus and the emotion center. Also with the stress, even the hunger. So it's this all mind-body connection, and that's a great way that they in 20 seconds they are in the brain and they can start affecting a mood. It's the same that when you smell a food that your grandma used to cook, like, oh, this smells like when I was little and my grandma used to cook. So if you think about it, the smells, the aromas, we tend to associate a smell or aroma with a person, a place, or a situation in our past. So that's how powerful the smells are, because of the connection with our brain and the limbic system. On our skin, they are also very powerful, because they get absorbed into the skin, and then they enter the circulation very quickly, like in 2 minutes, and then they go to all the cells in our body, where they actually work inside the cellular membrane and different receptors, and there's a lot of different actions. That is what some people work on, all the chemistry, but we are not getting into too much detail about that. One important thing to know is that not all the oils in the market are the same. Actually, most of the majority of the oils are filled with another chemicals. They have preservatives, some have soy. So when you decide to use essential oils, I suggest you to research and see how pure is the oil. Some would say that are organic, but they are not. Organic alone is not testified, or is not saying that it's actually organic. There's a lot of, there's not much regulation about this yet in the industry. So the difference about doTerra is the largest essential oil company in the world. It was founded in 2008 and has grown as fast as Apple, when Apple was beginning, to give you an idea. They are the most trusted and the most tested brand by a third party. There's a rigorous testing, there's a lot of research, and also systematic processes to ensure that what it says to be in the bottle is actually in the bottle. It's also certified organic, pure, and therapeutic grade. So that means that if one drop is supposed to give you this effect, each drop will give you the same effect. So the potency, consistency, that all the bottles will be the same. And yes, it's just pure, so it's only the oil, or if there's a blend, it's not one but multiple oils. One thing that I love about doTerra is that they partner with local farmers. So doTerra gets all the oils and the raw products from over 40 different countries. doTerra has about 100 oils, single oils. The other day my daughter went through all the product catalog and she counted one by one, so I can testify that. But yes, it's over 40 different countries. Most of the countries are third world countries, and they partner with the local farmers who have been doing the same family business for over generations, 100 years, working on the farming, the harvesting, growing the plant where the plant is native. It's very important, obviously, that I cannot grow a lemon in this climate, but has to be this, the soil has this or not that. So that will actually make the product itself effective, because of the environment, the right time, the way the product is handled, and then the still. There's a lot of work, community work and humanitarian work, about supporting the communities, paying fair to all the growers, and there's lots of charity sites. So there's a co-impacting sourcing which we call in doTerra, and also Healing Hands Foundations if you want to know more about the philanthropy side of the doTerra. Okay, so we have covered also this part. And now I'm going to cut the video because it's 10 minutes already. And in the next video, I'll start covering the 5 oils and then the other 5. So we talk about the most popular oils that everyone gets at home when they are starting. See you in the next video. Bye.